Battle Through the Heavens Chapter 128, Killer Saw Euro Trademark Chase. Chapter 128, Killer Saw Euro Trademark Chase. The calmness of the Magic Beast mountain range was disrupted by the sudden chase. Numerous loud cries and sounds of the pursuit reverberated throughout the calm mountain range. Due to the sheer size of the group involved in the chase, even the mercenaries who were hunting for magic beasts paused their footsteps and stared at the vast group that rushed past them. Being curious, some of the mercenaries joined the large group and began running. They wanted to see just who could attract such a large-scale attack. A catch Xiao Yan. That guy has a Xian class G method with him, A. During the chase, Mu Shi opened his mouth and yelled after noticing that there were many mercenary troops standing at the side observing. Upon hearing their company leader yell, the wolf-head mercenary company behind also intelligently began to repeat their leader A trademark S words. Instantly, the cry of Xiao Yan possessing a Xian Tier Chi method was spread throughout the entire mountain range. Once the words A Xian Tier Chi method A trademark entered their ears, almost all of the mercenaries halted their work and exchanged greedy glances with one another. After a brief silence, someone was finally unable to resist the temptation of a Xian Tier Chi method. He grabbed his weapon and began chasing the disappearing and appearing shadow a good distance away. With someone taking the lead, the surrounding mercenaries that were hesitating also quickened their footsteps and shouted as they joined the troop giving chase. The cries from behind him also entered Xiao Yan trademark S ears. After a brief glance at the enlarging chase party the color of his face changed as he softly cursed, what a vicious bastard A. Xiao Yan fled through the dense forest with quick footsteps as he glanced at his surroundings. After which, he dashed towards the regions with the most frequent appearance of magic beasts. A. come at me. I want to see whether there are more of you or more magic beasts in the Magic Beast mountain range. A. With a laugh, Xiao Yan once again lowered his head and charged ahead. A brat. Lead A trademark SC how you a trademark re going to escape today. A from behind Xiao Yan, Mu She trademark S cold voice which was accompanied by Do Chi was like a lion. A trademark S roar echoing throughout the dense forest. Xiao Yan simply ignored this meaningless threat and instead simply focused on rushing forward. Seeing how Xiao Yan ignored his cry, the corner of Mu She trademark S mouth twitched. His shrunken eyes focused on the figure ahead that was slowly increasing his lead and frowned. Xiao Yan trademark S speed had indeed exceeded his expectations. Mu Shi slowly released his breath and shook his body. A faint green do chi quickly covered his entire frame. A soft deep voice vibrated from his throat, A Huang Do technique, A soaring wind steps A trademark, A. Following Mu She trademark S voice, a large amount of green do chi suddenly poured from his feet and wisps of wind formed beneath his 2 feet. When his feet stepped on the ground, Mu She trademark S body suddenly shot forward. His speed was more than double what it had been. A emit. A the sound of the wind breaking that originated behind him caused Xiao Yan to hurriedly turn his head. He could not help but be shocked when he saw Mu Shi furiously speeding towards him. Lifting his finger, Xiao Yan drew an A energy recovery pill A trademark into his palm which he quickly swallowed. The do chi in his body that had been depleted was gradually recovered. A I will definitely kill you today. A seeing that the distance between him and Xiao Yan was narrowing, a sinister killing intent surfaced on Mu She trademark S face as he said thickly. A kill your mother, you big-headed ghost. A Xiao Yan turned around and scolded before waving his right hand to the back. A vicious and shapeless force gushed out from his hand. A the force may have been shapeless but Mu Shi could feel the wind pressure caused by it. Without any delay, he coldly snorted and threw a powerful punch forward. Immediately, a ferocious force surfaced in front of him and exploded forward. Finally, it crashed into the shapeless force. A bang, A. The smashing of the two intense forces directly shaved a layer off the grass-surfaced forest. Some of the weak tree trunks were also broken. You do have some power, no wonder you are so impudent. Mu She trademark S eyes were filled with surprise after their first exchange. He laughed coldly before violently stepping off the ground once again and shooting his body forward by over 10 meters. Brat, this is the end. After a few repeated footsteps, Mu Shi was getting increasingly closer to Xiao Yan. He fiercely laughed as he observed the young man running with all his might. Ain't your mother Xiao Yan mouth was filled with vulgar words, angering the chasing Mu Shi to the extent that the latter trademark S face changed color. Tilting his head, Xiao Yan glanced at the dark-faced Mu Shi who was catching up. Not far behind him was the huge mercenary crowd chasing after him. Helplessly sighing, Xiao Yan tightly pressed his lips together and with 2 hands, removed the heavy Xian ruler from his back. His footsteps became heavier as he pulled the ruler off his back, flicked his wrist and stored it into the storage ring. You can slowly chase me. Trademark am not going play with you. After turning around and mocking coldly, Xiao Yan forcefully stepped on the ground. His speed suddenly shot up. With the green-colored striped clothes, he quickly turned into a green shadow, fleeing into the dark dense forest like a green leopard. Mu She trademark S face changed as he saw Xiao Yan's speed suddenly increase. Instantly, he felt the situation was a little unbelievable. Even with his strength of a 2-star doshi and his agility do technique, he was still unable to catch up with a mere dojet. This was a huge blow to him. It looks like he obtained quite a lot from the cave. Being unable to understand Xiao Yan trademark S background, Mu Shi could only associate this abnormal occurrence to the mysterious treasure in the mountain cave. At the same time he thought of this reasoning, Mu Shi trademark S determination to kill Xiao Yan grew a little more firm. Raising his head and watching Xiao Yan disappearing into the dense forest, the speed of Mu Shi trademark S feet once again increased significantly as he charged into the dark and chilly woods. Just as he entered the woods, a force that was carrying a pungent wind shot towards him. The color of Mu Shi trademark S face sank. He pulled out a scimitar from his waist, allowed his do-chi to agglomerate before furiously slashing at his front. Swasha the sound of a sharp edge cutting into meat was depressing and piercing to the ear. Skeek. A shrill sound escaped as the thing which Mu Shi trademark S scimitar came into contact with was a rank 1 magic beast, bloodthirsty mouse. Mu Shi expressionlessly shook the bloodthirsty mouse off of his blade as he watched the shadow a good distance ahead running within the dense forest. He moved his feet and was about to give chase when another 10+ bloodthirsty mice pounced on him. Being halted by these bloodthirsty mice who were a little smaller than half the size of a person caused Mu Shi trademark S face to become awful. These things may not be able to hurt him but they would be able to slow down his chase. Just as Mu Shi felt a headache, the large crowd of mercenaries behind him caught up. When they saw that their company leader was being blocked by a group of bloodthirsty mice, they immediately drew their weapons and intercepted the group of 10+ bloodthirsty mice. Chase. After kicking away a bloodthirsty mouse that pounced at him, Mu Shi waved his hand and coldly ordered. Following Mu Shi trademark S order, another unceasing chase began once again. Under the act of fleeing and chasing, the peaceful mountain range was turned into a mess. As the source of all this, Xiao Yan shamelessly dragged the inhabitants of the mountain range into it. Hence, the mercenaries who were giving chase behind him not only failed to hurt Xiao Yan but were subjected to numerous injuries caused by the attacks of various magic beasts. After the chase went on for nearly an entire afternoon, there were finally some mercenaries who could no longer endure this aimless chase and began to drop out from the crowd. As more mercenaries dropped out, the crowd giving chase began to shrink. At the end, there were only the Wolf-Head Mercenary Company and some mercenaries who were overwhelmed by the desire for a Xian-Chi method and continued to endure the chase. After striding with a somewhat numbed pair of legs as he ran for some distance, Xiao Yan raised his head and gazed at the unsteady crescent moon in the sky. He could not help but let out a bitter laugh. The perseverance of those people behind him went beyond his expectations. A euro, it seems like we are entering the inner region of the Magic Beast mountain range. This bastard. Isn't euro trademark T.A.G afraid of meeting a high-level magic beast? A euro shaking his head despondently, Xiao Yan turned his head and glanced at the dense face of Mu Shi. He pulled at the corner of his lips and cursed, "A euro crazy fellow, a euro." Mu Shi euro trademark's eyes were fixated on the black figure which was appearing and disappearing ahead of him. An anxiety was surfacing in his heart. If they continued to give chase, they would end up entering the inner regions of the Magic Beast mountain range. When that time came, that guy could randomly choose a direction and hide, but they would not be able to do so with so many people. Just as his heart was hesitating on whether he should withdraw, Mu Shi suddenly realized that the shadow which was running in front of him had come to an abrupt halt. He was momentarily stunned before an unrestrained happiness surfaced on his face. His feet took a step and his body sprung forward. When he closed in on the figure, Mu Shi realized that a short distance away was an abyss which was tens of meters wide. Beyond which was the inner region of the Magic Beast mountain range. A euro edith abyss, a euro, haha, Xiao Yan, the chase is over, a euro. Mu Shi said sinisterly as he gradually came to a stop a short distance from Xiao Yan. He waved his hand and the men behind him quickly formed a semicircle, surrounding Xiao Yan. Facing the abyss with an awful color on his face, Xiao Yan could only bitterly smile and shake his head. There were only two paths into the inner regions of the Magic Beast mountain range. Other than these two paths, the other places were surrounded by the abyss. He did not expect that his random fleeing would end up with him being stuck here. A euro Xiao Yan, hand over what you have obtained from the cave, a euro. Mu Shi stepped forward and chillingly said. A euro, should I really pass it to you? A euro. Xiao Yan, a euro trademark's gaze swept across those independent mercenaries before suddenly smiling at Mu Shi. Upon hearing Xiao Yan, a euro trademark's words, the expression of the surrounding mercenaries became unnatural. Many of them were independent mercenaries who had spent considerable effort giving chase. They did not want all the benefit to be given to the Wolf-Head Mercenary Company. Mu Shi stared coldly at Xiao Yan, clearly understanding Xiao Yan, a euro trademark's intention to play them against one another. He swept his gaze around him and said, A euro, everyone, Xiao Yan has killed dozens of people belonging to the Wolf-Head Mercenary Company. Even He Meng also died to his hands. This blood score is something that he will pay for with his life. As for the thing that he obtained from the mountain cave, that was originally something my son had found. Today, we are only taking back what belongs to us. I hope that none of you will hinder us. When everything is settled, I will provide a hefty reward, a euro. When Mu Shi euro trademark's words left his mouth, everyone understood his intention. It was obvious that he was intending to pocket everything ga euro. Mu Shi swept his piercing gaze across the independent mercenaries. He waved his hand and the members of the Wolf-Head Mercenary Company quickly pulled out their weapons from their waist. After which, they coldly stared at those independent mercenaries who were still thinking. Their killing intent was clear. With the Wolf-Head Mercenary Company outnumbering them, these independent mercenaries, regardless of how reluctant they felt, could only unwillingly step back. After scaring off these independent mercenaries, Mu Shi finally shifted his cold gaze back onto Xiao Yan. He tightened his grip on the scimitar in his hand and slowly walked towards Xiao Yan, who had his back facing the abyss. A euro, or if you hand the things over now, a euro trademark LL let you have a painless death, a euro. Eyeing the sinister face Mu Shi, Xiao Yan simply shrugged his shoulders and sighed. He flicked his palm, causing a huge black-colored heavy ruler to appear in his hand. He lifted his palm and supported it with his shoulder. He then lifted his head slightly, revealing a faint smile. A euro, or if you have the guts, come and get it, a euro.